Chapter 2146. At this moment, in the cockpit of the other ship, the captain and the sailor were already stunned. They really couldn't understand why Ruoli had only exchanged one move with that man, and then stood still, unable to move, as if she had been cursed. Moreover, she nodded for a while, shook her head for a while, and cried bitterly for a while. To the people on the boat, this scene was a bit too magical. The captain immediately took out the satellite phone and called a domestic number. On the phone, he explained what had happened here in detail. After hearing the order on the phone, he nodded hurriedly and said, "Okay, I get it. I will do what you want." After that, he hung up the phone and said coldly, "Hurry up and notify Mr. Kylo that he has a new order." A sailor by his side quickly turned around and ran to the bottom cabin of the cruise ship. There was a locked door in the bottom cabin. He knocked on the door and shouted, "Mr. Kylo, the captain asked me to tell you that the master has a new order." A man's gloomy voice came from the room. "Okay, I will come up now." As soon as the voice fell, the door was opened. A middle-aged man with triangular eyes and a hooked nose carried a specially customized heavy composite crossbow in his hand. The composite crossbow was the most powerful of all crossbow weapons, and the power of a single shot even exceeded that of a gun. Professional hunters like to use heavy composite crossbows to hunt large prey, such as wild boars with thick skins, ordinary pistols, and light rifles. When their bullets hit a wild boar, found it difficult to penetrate the wild boar's skin covered with pine oil and mud, and the bullet might even refract off the wild boar's skin. However, if the heavy composite crossbow was used well, it could shoot the wild boar through with one arrow. Its power was not inferior to that of a heavy sniper rifle. What was even more powerful was that the composite crossbow had long range and high accuracy. When paired with a sniper scope, it could be used for long-distance sniping, and it was no less effective than a sniper rifle. The composite crossbow was not only powerful and accurate, but it also had a great advantage. The sound was extremely low, and it was especially suitable for assassination. More importantly, most countries in the world have gun bans and strict legal restrictions. It is even more difficult for ordinary people to get a pistol, let alone a sniper rifle. However, the composite crossbow does not have so many restrictions. For example, the composite crossbow that this person held in his hand was a reinforced model used in sports competitions. It was extremely powerful and could even pierce a bulletproof vest, making it a wonderful weapon for assassination. This person carried the composite crossbow and stepped onto the top cockpit. The captain immediately said to him, "Mr. Kylo, hurry up and immediately kill the man on the opposite boat." The man glanced at Alex and Ruoli on the opposite boat, with a sneer at the corner of his mouth, and said indifferently, "Isn't this the target who is still motionless at such a close distance?" Having said that, he immediately opened a window and pointed the crosshair of the sniper scope on the composite crossbow at Alex's left temple.